On the evening of March 12, 2024, a phone buzzed in a small apartment just outside Columbus, Ohio. A man named Tyson Ward, 42 years old, exhausted after a double shift, picked up. A calm, friendly voice greeted him. "Mr. Ward, congratulations. You've been approved for the $15,000 personal loan you applied for." Tyson froze. He had applied for a loan 3 hours earlier, after seeing an ad promising instant approval. Medical bills had wiped out his savings. His credit score was sinking. He needed help. But he had no idea the people on the other end of the line were running one of the most sophisticated loan advance scams in the country. Within minutes, the caller explained the routine processing steps. Tyson just needed to pay a $299 insurance deposit before the funds could be released. It sounded sketchy, but desperation whispers louder than caution. He sent the money. Then came the second fee, another $450 for federal verification. Then a third, $180 for IRS clearance. Then a fourth, $275 for security hold removal. Each fee came with pseudo-official paperwork, logos, legal phrases, digital signatures. Every time Tyson hesitated, the scammers reassured him, "Just one more step, sir. You're so close." By day 3, he had lost $1,204, almost his entire paycheck. But on day 4, something inside him snapped. He called the scammer back. And that phone call is where their entire criminal operation began to unravel. The group running this operation wasn't small. Investigators later found they operated out of 3 countries, used rotating VoIP lines, and maintained a bank of AI-generated faces for loan officer IDs. They had scripts for every objection a victim might raise. They had polished PDF forms. They even mimicked the hold music of legit lenders. And most importantly, they relied on the shame of victims staying silent. But Tyson wasn't ashamed. He was angry. Tyson opened with a sentence they were absolutely not prepared for. "Listen, I can't pay these fees anymore. Can I make payments on the fees for the loan? Like a payment plan for this whole thing?" Silence on the other side. The scam structure depended on fees being paid instantly. They had no script for "victim can't pay." So the scammer, clearly panicking, improvised, "Yes, sir, of course. We can arrange partial payments." Tyson nodded slowly, though they couldn't see him. "Great," he said. "Because I just reported your business to the Ohio Attorney General, and they asked me to keep you on the phone." This was a lie. But it worked better than he expected. The scammer hung up within seconds. Tyson tried calling again. Number disconnected. Website gone. Chat portal deleted. The entire fake lender operation vanished off the internet within 2 hours. These scammers had run dozens of schemes over 5 years. They felt untouchable. But one scared, tired man asking for a payment plan spooked them enough to burn their whole digital footprint to the ground. But that was only the beginning. Because the scammers panicked and shut everything down, they messed up their usual exit procedure. They forgot to terminate one of their lesser-used email accounts. That alone would have meant nothing, except one of the scammers forwarded themselves a file that investigators later recovered, Master Client Fee List. XLSX. A spreadsheet containing 4,318 victims, names, phone numbers, amounts paid, likelihood of paying more, scores, notes like single mom, elderly, laid off, desperate, easy, and in between these, highlighted in red, high risk, will report. These were victims who pushed back or asked too many questions. Tyson's name was there. Except next to his, the note wasn't high risk. It simply read, unpredictable, avoid. With the leaked spreadsheet and the timestamps of the shutdown, federal investigators traced server logins, money mule accounts, crypto wallet transfers, remote desktop sessions, a Canadian shell company used as a fake headquarters, and 2 call centers in the Philippines and Dubai. When the story finally reached local news, Tyson was interviewed. He didn't brag. He didn't gloat. He didn't call himself a hero. He said, "I didn't want anyone else to go through what I did. And I figured, if they can ask me for money I don't have, I can ask them for time they don't have." During the investigation, agents discovered internal chat logs from the scammers. One line stood out: "If they ask for a payment plan, they're broke and suspicious. Shut it all down." This wasn't the first time someone had asked for one. It was simply the first time the request happened before the scammers hit their weekly quota. Meaning Tyson accidentally tripped a built-in kill switch. He had unknowingly asked the single question the scam was least prepared to answer. Loan advance scams are among the fastest-growing online frauds in the US. They prey on people who are in debt, have bad credit, need cash urgently, feel ashamed or out of options. Scammers rely on emotional pressure, rapid fees, official-looking documents, and victims too embarrassed to report them. But Tyson proved something important. You don't need to be a cybersecurity expert to disrupt a scam. Sometimes, all it takes is asking the wrong question, or the right one, depending on how you look at it. We live in a world where criminals increasingly hide behind screens. Fake voices. Fake documents. Fake promises. Their operations grow more automated, more global, more insulated from consequences. But that's the real question. If pointing out the absurdity of a scam can cause it to collapse, what does that say about the stability of these criminal ecosystems? And more importantly, how many more would fall if victims felt empowered to question them?